Hello, I'm Vivien Diniz for Investing Insights. Speaking with me today is Lomiko Metals CEO Paul Gill. Paul, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me on, Vivien.
To start off, can you give us a little bit more about your Katra Mill project in Quebec?
Yes, the Katra Mills project was drilled in November. We came up with results, and we have 11 highlight holes that indicate we have 70 meters maximum intercepts and good grades, mineable grades. So we feel that we have a good potential for an open pit there.
It's a graphite project in northern Ontario. Can you tell me a little bit more about what sets Lomiko apart from other juniors exploring in that area?
Exactly. In that particular situation, Katra Mills is quite close to northern graphite, which is in Ontario, and Timcol, which is in close to Montreal as well. So what we have is the exact geological area that has flake graphite and has good grades and has mines already operating. That is the only mine, the Timcol mine is the only mine in all of North America that operates at a very good cost base, and that's what we want to do.
Okay, so what can investors expect from this mine in 2013?
Well, for Lomiko, what we want to accomplish in 2013 is to get our metallurgy out, which indicates the type of flake graphite it is, and the carbon content of the flake graphite, which is very important. And then secondly, we want to produce a resource, which indicates the amount of resource or amount of ore there is in the ground, and that will lead us right into a PEA and probably a bankable feasibility. So that's where we're going, and we've seen other footprints of other companies that have done that. Northern Graphite, Focus Graphite, and others have done exactly what we're hoping to do, and we think that's where the valuation will come, is when we get that resource published.
How about graphene? How is that factoring into your strategy?
It's a fascinating material. Graphene has so much potential. They're using it for printed circuit boards, replacing silicone. They're using it in military industrial uses. They're looking at different ways of applying it to technologies. I just heard the other day there was over 5,000 patents that have been filed related to graphite and graphene. So we know that there's a lot of products out there being researched and very big money going into this. So we think there's a big future there. Graphite for the next 50 years might be a good investment.
Are you guys looking to become a technology company as well?
Yeah, I think that one of the things that we'd like to accomplish is to take a look at some of these small graphite and graphene companies that have patents and are looking for solid supply, and then we could trade our graphite for their shares and potentially have a contract to supply graphite or graphene to some of these groups. So we'd like to get into that technology side. That's where the big markup is in the industry. You make a little bit on the mining side, but really you want to be involved in some of these small companies that will also make a big amount of progress in the next few years. So
upstream potential is definitely something in Lomiko's future.
Absolutely. I mean, we're all about return on investment. Lomiko's put together for the one goal of making good return on investment for its shareholders, and if that's one way we can do it, we're absolutely going to do it. So
can you tell us a little bit more about the long-term potential of graphite and graphene overall? How long are we thinking before this really takes off?
Well, right now the graphite market consumes about 1.2 million tons of material per year, and that is in standard uses like steel manufacturing, lubricants, etc. Flake graphite is a specific type of graphite that we can use for lithium-ion batteries. We can use for nuclear reactors, pebble bed reactors. So there's new uses coming on stream. So we see a normal market growing about 5 to 10% a year. That means 1 or 2 mines up to 20,000 tons per year are required. And so the next situation is when a lot of these new products come online. Some of the demand for graphene comes online. That is when we're going to see an exponential growth happen, and that's maybe only 3 or 4 years away.
That sounds good. We should be looking into that for the future.
You bet. Lomiko trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol LMR, so we're hoping that people get interested and like what we do.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for joining me today, Paul. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Vivien.
I'm Vivien Diniz for Investing Insights. Thank you for joining me.